Okay, this says construct one table that includes the relative frequencies based on the frequency distribution shown. Then compare the amounts of tar in the non-filtered cigarettes and the filtered cigarettes. Do the cigarette filters appear to be effective? Okay, well, first of all, you've got to find the data. You can't even do this without the data. If you click right here, that gives us the data that we need. And what we want to do with this, the first thing is we want to look at this as there's two separate pieces, the left side and the right side. Over here, we've got a left column and a right column. We've got to fill in both of those columns. First thing you want to do is you want to add up this column right here. And if you add it up, 8 and 1, that's 9. 9 and 15 is 24, and 1 is 25. So we've got 25 total here. Over here, 16 and 7, 23, 24, 25. So you've got 25 in both columns. Now we want to find which percent, what the percent is. So remember, we take the number, we divide it by the total, which is 25, and convert it to a percent. We multiply it by 100. All right, this is number 1 right here. Got 1. But this says 15 to 19. It's way down here. So be careful that you don't start here with 15 to 19. Since there's nothing in the relative frequency category for the non-filtered that's 5 to 9, just go ahead and put a 0 in that. Now we're ready to calculate this. This is just a little bitty calculation, so there's no need for the big calculator to come into play here. So I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to say 1 divided by the 25 equals, and then I multiply it times 100. Okay, that gave me 4, so that is 4. Okay, I would do the same thing in the next category, but since it's 0, it's just 0. Let's do one more with the 15. 15 divided by 25 equals 0.6. You can multiply by 100, or you can just move the decimal 2 places. So you got 0.6, but when we multiplied it by 100, we would get 60. Then you can do the same thing with 8. 8 divided by 25 times 100, you're going to get 32. You've already done 1 one time, so that's 4. Okay, then we start over here. 5 to 9. We're in this group now. What was 1 divided by 25 times 100? That was 4%. 4% again for the next category. For each one, if it's 4, what's 6 times 4? 6 times 4 is 24. So that would be 24. 17 times 4, or 17 divided by 25 times 100 would be what? I believe it's 64. Double check yourself if you're not sure. So you could do 17 divided by the 25 times 100. Well, it was 68, so I had it wrong. It's a good thing I double checked myself. My arithmetic's not great when I'm doing a video. It makes me a little nervous. And then, since we've ran out of the categories, there's no more over here below 24, we'll fill in with zeros. Now, we're ready to check our answer. Okay, we did get it correct. There's another piece to this. It asks us a question. You know they like to ask questions in here. It says, do the filters appear to be effective? Well, on the side, either place that you want to look, on the side right here is easier. The non-filtered, the percentages are very much in a higher category down here, with the tar. With the filtered, the percents are lower in the lower categories. So it looks like that the filter is helping decrease the tar. Of course, Ms. Carr's opinion is no cigarettes. Do cigarette filters appear to be effective? Yes, because the relative frequency of the higher tar classes is greater for the non-filtered cigarettes. So we're going to click right there and we're going to check the final answer. And it was correct.